It takes a surprising amount of time and work to put together a decent video here on YouTube. Now, I know that our stuff isn't like the most refined thing that you could find out there, but we think it's pretty watchable. Now, despite that time investment, we really do enjoy telling our stories and hanging out with you guys here on YouTube. But it starts to get a little demotivating, though, I'll be honest with you, when someone comes along and tries to scam you by hijacking your content. So what I'm talking about here specifically is copyright scams. Now, if you've been watching our videos, you know that we like to use a little bit of background music here and there to kind of spice things up a little bit. A little bit of background music adds, and we really enjoy being able to kind of add that to the final product, the final craft that we put out there for you guys to enjoy. So we're very careful, though, to source copyright-free stuff. And there's one, our go-to source for that is another channel here on YouTube just called Audio Library. And we're really grateful to those guys. So I'm actually going to put a link to them down in the description box. But, and I'll just go ahead and click into a random video that's here on their landing page. So down here in their description box, they give you some instructions. It says, you're free to use this song in any of your YouTube videos, but you must include the following in your video description box. Copy and paste this. And we're very faithful to do that. Now, where the scam comes in is if someone uses YouTube's feature to report a video. And you can see once you do that, there's a subcategory for legal issue, such as copyright, privacy, or other legal complaints. Now, when you're on the receiving end of that, it begins with an email that looks something like this. It says, after a manual review, a copyright owner has claimed some material in your video. And it goes on to tell you which video it is and so forth. Now, I've actually had a couple of instances where you get that and then I've just sat on it and waited a few days, and then you get a follow-up email like this that says, hey, good news, the copyright claim on your video was released. And I'm like, what? What just happened? Well, that was weird, but I'm glad it turned out that way. So when it doesn't play out that way, that first email goes on to say, hey, there is a dispute process. And I went ahead and went down that rabbit hole once, and it played out like this. It pretty much just amounts to a reply back to the people that claimed a copyright infringement, and you get an opportunity to kind of explain yourself and well, dispute things. And so I very clearly said, hey, the song that you claim that this is being used, it's actually this other song, and it's got this whole other name, and here's the link to where I got it from, and here's what they say to do in order to be able to use the song. I'm putting this Creative Commons attribution in my description box. Sounds like a pretty airtight rebuttal, right? Nope. So I get another email back from YouTube saying that the claimant has disputed my dispute, and they're basically standing their ground. Oh, and by the way, what little trickle of revenue that we were getting from that video is now going to that individual who's claimed the copyright infringement. So, you know, now it's not like we're just rolling in the dough with our YouTube income, right? We have no delusions about quitting our day jobs to do YouTube. We do it because we enjoy it. It's a hobby. We enjoy documenting our projects and sharing them with you guys. But, you know, I'm not going to lie. Having a little bit of pocket change is an encouragement. It's validating and helps keep us motivated to go ahead and shoot more stuff and put more stuff out there. So at this point, this next email from YouTube gives you pretty much 3 options, and none of them are very good. Option 1 is, well, you can take the video down. Well, really don't want to do that. So the second option is you can use their sort of browser-based video editor, and you can replace the segment of audio that's in question that's during your video with some other music. Their editor is really primitive, number one, because sometimes the background music that's in dispute is happening behind some voiceover. And the nature of their editor doesn't let you replace one and not the other. It's just like the entire audio track poof, goes away in favor of some other type of music. So that's the first problem with that solution that they give you. The other problem is the library of music that they give you access to from their little online cheesy editor is not good. It's just not good. I have trouble finding decent music at all. I went ahead and used this option on our garden build video from back in July, and I cringe every time I go back and rewatch it. If you get about 16 minutes in, you'll notice this very abrupt change in the soundtrack, and it blasts you with this other chunk of music for the next, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, where we're kind of doing some beauty shots of the garden. But it seemed like the right play in the moment, but yes, it's pretty cringeworthy. I've done a fair amount of live audio engineering for church worship teams and things like that, so I'm picky about sound. And so, yeah, yeah, enough said. It makes me cringe. So I really don't like that option. But the third option that they give you is even worse yet. You can go ahead and try to stand your ground and say, no, actually, it's not a copyright infringement. But if they come back and stand their ground yet again, it can result in a formal copyright strike against your channel. And after you rack up 3 strikes, well, YouTube can just shut down your channel. They can just delete it and just make it go away. So again, none of the 3 options that they give you are very good. So another copyright claim that we experienced was on the video that Renee did about this time last year on the paper Christmas star craft. And I've just been sitting on it. I haven't taken any action until now, because again, the options that they give you just aren't great. So what I've decided to do is not choose any of those options that they give you. What we've done, we've actually deleted the original video from a year ago. Renee picked out some new music, and using my editor of choice here on my Mac, I've gone ahead and added different music to the soundtrack. And we're going to go ahead and re-release that video tomorrow with new music. Now, what's unfortunate about that is all the lovely comments that you guys have left. Those will get deleted along with that. So maybe if you could do us a favor, even if you've seen that video before, go ahead and watch it again and leave us a comment. So with your help, we can kind of try to restore that video. We'll just think of it as version 2.0. We can restore that video to its former glory. So with that, I will say, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to our channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll get the notification tomorrow when that revived video, whatever you'd like to call it, drops tomorrow, and you get a chance to rewatch that. Make sure to pass along that link to your crafty friends who might be looking for a crafty thing to do for decorating their place for Christmas. Just in time, this is what, December 2nd. So yeah, a pretty timely moment to go ahead and unfortunate that we have to do this, but this is the choice that we've made with this particular video and this goofy predicament of bogus copyright claims. Anyhow, so all right, so that's the backstory on why we're re-releasing an old video. And with that, I would just wish everyone a Merry Christmas and have a great day. Thanks so much for being with us and for watching. Take care.